Hi everybody, Dr. Tanner here. I'm going to go over weeks 7 and 8 with you in this video. The first thing that's due in week 7 is your practical application. And I'm not going to say too much about that. You've been doing some practical applications. Tell me about the things that you learned specific to this class and how you can apply those things to where you work. If you're currently not working, talk about how you might apply those things to the job that you hope to have someday. APA 7 references and citations are not required for this assignment. However, if you choose to include them, I will grade them the same way I normally grade APA 7 references and citations. That's week 7. That's Thursday of week 7. Week 7 on Sunday, your mini literature proposal is due. So let's take a look at that real quick. This is your final course project, and it's worth 300 points, so that's 30% of your grade. Please do not use ChatGPT to generate this paper for you. You won't be happy with your grade if you do. The first thing you need to do is you need to choose one of the frameworks from the list in Module 4. Okay, not the previous frameworks. You have to use the Module 4 frameworks. You're going to use the same topic and niche industry as you used in the week 6 discussion in Module 4. That way you can reuse some of the things that you put in your discussion. Here's the structure for your proposal. You're going to start out with your introduction and topic overview. So this requires that you state your topic and your niche. Make sure that you include it in the first section. The next section is the problem statement and the purpose. That should be about 1 page long. What is the specific problem that you're addressing? Why does it matter to research or practice? Who cares and why? For this section, you must use current literature to support the problem. Your next section is the theoretical framework. So briefly explain the framework that you've selected and how it helps structure or inform your proposal. You don't have to do exhaustive theory review, just show why it's a useful lens for your proposed study. And then you do need to cite the original source of the theory. Okay, the next section is 2 to 3 pages long, and this is your mini literature review. For this, you need at least 4 scholarly sources published in the last 3 years. This is a synthesis. This is not talk about Smith and Jones in one paragraph, and then talk about Johnson and Johnson in the next paragraph, and then talk about Brown and Smith in the third paragraph. No, this is a synthesis. So focus on what you know about the problem, what's unclear, what your study could add, and weave the different literature together. Synthesize it. If you want to, you can write separate paragraphs for each of your 4 sources, and then you can copy and paste those into your favorite AI helper and ask your AI helper to synthesize that literature for you, as long as you have written those sections yourself. The last section of your paper is the proposed research design, and this is where you can use some of the information from your week 6 discussion. Identify your method, whether it's quantitative or qualitative, and your design. Are you planning a case study, correlational design? Talk about your target population. Include 1 or 2 aligned research questions. Use current literature to support the paradigm. I encourage you to apply any suggested corrections that I made to your week 6 discussion before you use that information in this section of your paper. You need 6 peer-reviewed scholarly sources. At least 4 of them have to be from the last 3 years. Please, please, please verify that you're using APA 7, that you've included working links, and that the links go to where they're supposed to go to. Write synthetically. Use the meal plan. Do not give me a bunch of bulleted or numbered lists. That is your big paper. It's worth 300 points. Once you finish that, or at any point during Module 4, you can complete the APA post quiz. It's the same quiz that you took earlier, except for there's only 2 attempts this time. And that is due no later than October 14th. That's all I have for you. Good luck, and please let me know if you have any questions. I'm here to support you.